Hey everyone, welcome back. I wanted to do a reading for you, but I was so rudely interrupted by a phone call. So now I have to start again. It's a really good read. I want to get it out there. Welcome to Dead Garden Tarot. My name is Amanda if you're new here. There's been a lot of energies going around. I feel like someone's trying to piss me off. We have an extra hour of light as well. And the weather has been lovely and I've been enjoying that. I hope you have been too. So I went with the antique anatomy. So this should be shorter than what I was doing. So I've had to start again. So, okay. So I wanted to know off the cuff what the energies were. What could we pull out? What does Spirit have for the collective? So the first card that came out was the Chariot. Okay, I feel like you are linked with someone. Then we got the Strength, which is really, really nice. Followed by the Emperor, which is great. The Emperor showing himself. Followed by the Hermit. And then we got Justice. Okay, so what I was saying before is that with the red and black flowers, there is a link between you and this Emperor. And I feel like you guys are complete opposites. There is a strength that you have in your root and a strength that he has in his root as well. And I feel like with the Hermit, there has been some sort of clarification or something in a pattern that has been brought to your attention. And there is Justice. Now, I was pulled to the flowers in this one specifically because the orange color, there's a justice with you and this Emperor where sacral is for desires, emotions, feelings, passions, and surrendering to the moment. So something about this Emperor makes you want to surrender in being in his energy, because I don't think that you know this Emperor yet. So when I went to pull out the 6th card, I ended up getting the Magician, followed by the 4 of Elixirs and the 4 of Blades. And then followed by the Queen of Rods. So you are the Queen of Rods, right? Rods is wands, so you're the Queen of Wands. And I feel like you have learned to alchemize whatever issue with your passion and your root chakra. And I feel like someone was trying to manipulate your stability. So because of all the passion in this, and because of this newfound insight, or just maybe something that you have already known about, but I feel like you were waiting for the pattern to show up, and I feel like it's clear and it's solid now. It was giving almost like schmexual magic, like someone was trying to manifest you through that way, someone from the past. And I feel like you have literally buried that now and are moving forward, because with this Chariot and this Emperor, I feel like you really want to give this Emperor a solid chance. I pulled after the Chariot, I pulled the 6 of Elixirs. And so I was getting with the pink and the light blue and these, what is it? Like lab, yeah. So I feel like you want to do an experiment with this Emperor, in the sense of you really want to give him a shot. You really want to be present with him. Excuse me. And it's really giving like soft feminine air. Like he brings out something different in you. Fertility tonic came after that. So I feel like he's really healing when it comes to stability, when it comes to, you know, the fire down below. We also have Judgment. And these are purple flowers, even like judgment within yourself, judgment within your crown. And then the sun popped out, which really surprised me. And I had to take a moment. I feel like moving forward with this Emperor is a really good idea. It's a really sunny, bright opportunity. And he could even see you as the sun. And then I heard halo in my head, because yellow and there's like a circle, but also I was getting laurel leaves. So he sees you as someone who's intelligent. And I would imagine him being the Emperor, that he is also intelligent and that you both share that. So with the strength, what is it that's strength? What is it that is strong? And it feels like with the Two of Rods, the strength between you and this Emperor is your honest and open communication with your feelings, with your passion, with your desires. I feel like you can really speak your mind, and he's patient with you. And there is like there's a shared openness. And that is a major strength for the both of you. And with these red flowers and the strength, I feel like the both of you are very tempered in your root. And so you both know how to tame your passion that might be coming up and showing itself between the two of you. So with the Emperor, we got the Six of Rods, which is a victory. And then we have the Ten of Rods. Again, a lot of wand energy, a lot of fire, a lot of passion. Ten of Rods, this is a end of cycle and a closure with something. And both of these are yellow. So this is the Emperor is now, whatever he was dealing with, there was an end of the cycle, which is probably why he hasn't come forward yet. He's done with something. So there's a wholeness here. And there's a courageous, so he's feeling courageous. He's feeling whole in himself. He's feeling, what's the other one? Just for this moment. Whole, courageous. Oh, surrendering to the moment? Or is that the other one? Anyways, if I can't think of it, then I guess it's not important. Page of Rods is coming out, which is a new beginning. So he's looking for, again, yellow. So he's feeling whole, he's feeling courageous, and he's feeling like he wants to move forward with you, and he's ready to do so, which is nice. To begin some sort of partnership or some sort of relationship with you. Okay, only take what resonates, leave the rest. These are general readings, so if it doesn't, not everything is going to resonate with you. But yeah, so hopefully that makes sense so far. Okay, so moving on with the Hermit. So there was a realization with you. There was a realization for you. What can you tell me about this Hermit? I was also saying, with all the cards popping out at the same time, there's a lot that wants to be spoken. Maybe that you want to say, that this Emperor wants to say, but I also feel with this other energy, that there's other people that want to say something to you. Whether it's to make amends with you, whether it's to share their feelings with you, could be other suitors that you've left behind, could be friends, could be family, you know, take it as it resonates. So with this Hermit, we have the Knight of Rods, again with the okay, so much fire energy. We're in Pisces still, right? We're moving into Aries season soon. And we are in the fire horse, so that's one of the reasons probably why a lot of wand energy is popping out. We're getting closer to Aries season. This emperor could also have a lot of fire sign in his chart, or you could as well. And it could also just be indicative of the fact that there's a whole bunch of fiery energy between the both of you. We have the 9 of Blades. Yeah. That makes me sad. So again, with this energy of the manipulation, that someone was trying to maybe manipulate your root chakra, like empty promises, things like that. Being in the hermit mode. This emperor could also be in the hermit mode. You could be in the hermit mode. But with the Knight of Rods popping up, and because of the Knight of Blades, I feel like the emperor and you, or you, put yourself where you belong. And if you are not an emperor watching, then, you know, flip the roles. But I feel like the hermit mode was because of whatever cycle is finished, or whatever either of you had to deal with in the past. It was painful. And there was a lot of, yeah, there was like a lot of strife. Some of these blades are down, some of these blades are up. So I feel like you fought for whatever it was. I feel like you fought for yourself. I feel like the emperor probably was fighting for himself. And fighting for the passion of what you want, what you believe in, and the direction that you want your life to go in. And even the protection of your root, the protection of your sacral, the protection of like your passion and your desire. What can I get for this Justice, please? Yeah, the Justice with the head and the heart, right? Does the mind over the heart, or the heart over the mind? Or are we balanced now? What can you tell me about the Justice, please? So both of you have done a great deal of healing. And it seems like you've been telepathically and energetically open and honest with each other when it comes to this. I don't like that. That was too slow. What can you tell me about the Justice, please? The World. Wow. I heard where heads meet, like the meeting of minds. And I was saying about mind over heart, heart over mind. How there's like 4 different heads here, right? Represented by the elements, I believe, in the world. And then how the center is gutted out, right? Your soul, your sacral, your solar, your root. I feel like there is justice in whatever happened, and then moving forward between you and this emperor, there will be justice for the both of you being together. Can I get one more for that? I heard learning. You both have learned a lot. I feel like this emperor has really learned a lot about his heart. And I feel like you have learned a lot about your mind and your heart. Because if he's the emperor, he would pretty much know how his mind works. But because the world's here, it almost makes me feel like maybe he had to learn a little bit more of the telepathy, which is like your mind. And he, because of the elements and the spirituality of the world, maybe that was a lesson he also had to gain, that he was not as well versed in. And because you are the High Priestess and the High Priestess has come out, well then, everything I just said, that makes sense now. That was awesome. Yeah. He sees you as the High Priestess, right? Your communication with him is pure, right? It's honest. It's open. Wow. That's cool. Yeah, the Hanged Man is in reverse, which means, for me, I find that there's no more contemplation. Like your mind and your heart has been made up for the both of you. Yeah. So with all this wand energy, I'm going to pull from the animal spirit. Where are we at? Okay. Oh yeah, this is way shorter than what the other one was. Okay, moving faster. So what can I get for, what can I get about this wand energy with this Emperor? Okay. So the Emperor, we have the crocodile. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna put that there. We have the panther. Again, with these yellow eyes, there's something about his stare. And he is very much a fighter and very, yeah, I heard lethal. Fire ant. Yeah, I feel like there was a lot of attacking. How I was saying about your sacral, your solar, your root. He had a lot of people attacking, is probably you as well. And then the otter. Yeah, he's like, I feel like he's a monogamous type of person. And because otters flow on their back, you know, he deals well with his emotions. He knows how to navigate them. But like I said, or maybe I didn't say, I'm not sure because it was the other video, but I was saying in the other one, sorry if I'm repeating myself because I honestly don't remember. Sometimes when you channel, you don't remember stuff. So with the Emperor, I feel like with the other reading, or the other recording, I was saying that he sometimes loses his head. And what I mean by that is he has a temper, but I don't feel like he has like a short fuse. I feel like he has a really long fuse, but when he does get angry, it's, you know, it's like crocodile and panther, because crocodiles roll their prey underneath the water. I feel like he really knows how to navigate emotions when he needs to, but he's also really feral in the dark. So he knows how to navigate the dark really well. He knows how to navigate emotions really well. But in no way, shape, or form do I feel like he's anything but respectable. I'm not getting any sort of manipulation. I'm not getting any sort of, that he needs to posture in any way to make himself like look strong. He just knows that he is, which is why he's the Emperor. But there are emperors out there in the dark that, you know, that don't do that. But I'm not getting that from this guy. Dolphin. I feel like you make him really happy. I feel like he makes you happy. And I feel like you're just realizing this. I don't think this is something you probably wanted to admit. What else can you tell me about the High Priestess? So I want to put this here because there's strength with you guys. Okay, what can you, so that's the Emperor. What can you tell me about this High Priestess? What can you tell me about the High Priestess, the collective? Like, how does the Emperor see the High Priestess? How does the Emperor see the collective? Besides the sun. I heard happy disposition. Wow. The nightingale. Beautiful singing bird. Maybe you sing. Maybe you sing the blues. Maybe you like the blues. Because sitting on like this blue world and, you know, with the state of the economy and the state of the world, what's going on right now, maybe that's something that you do to help, like, and you know what? That could even be an egg as well. Maybe you sing in your manifestation as well. That's interesting. What else can you tell me about the way this Emperor sees the collective, this High Priestess? And we'll pull a couple of tea cards, and we'll close off the reading. Oh, I said I was going to do a Kali Ma, because I swear someone's trying to piss me off. The Elephant. I just heard fire wielder. Just weird, because elephants don't wield fire. Yeah, so there is, so they probably see you as like a larger than life type of attitude. More like the dolphin, like happy emotionally, like larger emotions, like a really, really big heart. And because of the fire and the red jewel, I mean, you could even take that as a ruby, right? Rubies are the finest stone next to emeralds. They're most expensive, the most sought after besides emeralds. Yeah, this really goes with the fact that you are the Queen of Rods, the Queen of Wands. That's interesting. Maybe he thinks that together the two of you will be able to remove more obstacles. Like two heads are better than one because you are linked. This is giving heavy soulmate energy. What else can you tell me about how this Emperor sees? Oh my gosh. Camel wants to come out. That's another one that comes out a lot. Wow. Did you see that? Firefly just came out. So, I mean, their butts light up. We all know what a firefly does, right? But the males signal, the ones that you see in the air are the males, and they signal to the females on the ground. So when you see fireflies, you have to be careful where you step because they're signaling to their mates on the ground. So I'm just wondering if he's been maybe trying to get your attention more in the ethers, telepathically. He's trying to grab your attention. And then the card that flew out after that was the Phoenix. So he sees you as someone who is transformative. And even with the Magician that came out, an alchemist, someone who turns their pain into power. You know, someone with wings to fly, because it seems like you're very much a flying kind of person. With respect to the elephant, which is a very grounded mammal, but also that makes I mean, you could be heavy-footed. I don't know. But what I was gonna say is someone who makes their presence known. Like when you walk into a room, everybody knows it, kind of thing. Bottom of the deck is the moth. I heard beauty in the darkness. I feel like you really glow and there's a brightness to you in the darkness, and that could even be that he appreciates your shadow side as well, because he sees it as, again, Phoenix energy, transformation, the magician, the alchemist, right? But also someone who's very delicate. That's beautiful. I like that. That's nice. Oh yeah. Okay. Can I get what can you tell me about what kind of, I don't know, why he wants to come towards you? Like, what is it about? There's like a soft feminine air. Money will be coming to you. So he wants to help you with your finances because he's the emperor, right? So he has everything in check. He's probably one of these gentlemen that has everything going for them, has made their money, made their life, has everything set for them, and then is trying to find someone to share it with. Someone who deserves it, someone who is worthy of it. And he obviously sees you as that person. Wow, I love that. What else can, wow, okay. Dog close up, pleasure with a close friend. Yeah, and I was saying before, again, I don't know if it was the previous recording or this one, but I was saying that he is a gentleman and that he does not want to start anything with you physically without getting to know you first. I feel like he wants to do it right. He wants to be friends first, which is very respectable. And then I've never had this one pop up. It says psychic ability, trust your intuition. I feel like this masculine sees you for who you are. And that's interesting because I was thinking today, and it keeps popping up that and even George Clooney, because he pops into mind every time I think of this, or even Matthew McConaughey, two guys that were super big bachelors. Everybody knows that they dated a lot, they would never settle down, that sort of thing. And then especially George Clooney. And then he met, oh God, what's her name? I think her name's Amon or something like that. And they say that, and Matthew McConaughey said the same thing when he met his wife. That when the man sees the woman that he is going to marry, he knows it instantly. He appears before her like some ethereal creature. And so I think he sees this in you. I feel like when he's laid eyes on you, you may not know him, or he could be someone in passing. I feel like this is going to be a surprise for you, but he seems to know you because he's the one coming towards you. And he seems very sure about who you are and what you stand for. And so, to me, that is a massive indicator that the two of you are probably supposed to be together. And it's probably the one thing in the past with any other suitors that it never worked out, because they didn't see who you truly were. He sees your psychic ability, and I think he has a really, really strong intuition when it comes to you. You may be skeptical of him before, even still now, but again, I feel like with the Hermit and the Chariot and the Strength with the Two of Rods and the soft feminine error card, I really feel like this Emperor brings out a side of you that you are unaccustomed to, that is foreign to you, which is probably why your back is up, which is probably why you've had to alchemize a lot of your pain from the past or for other suitors, and you're letting that be laid to rest. Okay, wow. Yeah. Bottom of the deck, love, deep. What is it? Love, deep affection, and caring. A heart. There's a lot of heart in this connection, and I feel like this Emperor has a deep amount of respect and love for you. I think he adores you, and the key as well. Successful outcomes to your problems. So whatever you're going through right now, and even if he has something that's going on in his life, I feel like the two of you are going to, yeah, like solve each other's problems. I feel like you're going to be his good luck charm because your energy is so potent. God, I love that. That's amazing. Can we do a Cali? Okay, we're going to do a Cali and then we're going to close it. So I feel like there's a lot of anger in the energy. There's a lot of fire and passion in the energy. And the anger doesn't even have to be like anger as in like hateful kind of anger, just like a passionate kind of anger. Like you're done with the crap. You've laid stuff to rest. You're done with people's, you know, ridiculous patterns. Whatever kind of manipulation they're trying to do. Okay, so what can you tell us moving forward with this energy? What can you tell us about this energy, please? Any clarification? Okay, so this is the one we got. It is Dakshina Kali. She appears fierce, and yet she is benign. Her oracle brings the message that a situation which may frighten or intimidate you is well within your capacity to handle. No matter how dramatic or intense a situation may appear to be at this time, it shall eventually be little more than a passing memory and not have any negative bearing upon your future. That was amazing. Wow. I'm a little bit blown away. Just a wee bit. I love when spirit is so on point. It's so good. Okay. So yeah, if you had any concerns or if you had any, I don't know, worries or questions about your ability to be with this Emperor, to move forward with this Emperor, to let go whatever kind of stuff was in the past, Spirit is saying that you are beyond capable, that everything is totally going to work out, and to just, you know, go with the flow. Trust that intuition. Yeah, go where the happiness takes you. I feel like there was a lot of sadness with whatever you left in the past, whatever you've decided to end. Yeah, I heard like this may have been out of your league at this time. Maybe you're so used to seeing yourself as you know, having a particular lifestyle or where you would fit into other people's lifestyles. And maybe with this Emperor, it's like more than you could have imagined, beyond your wildest dreams, you know? And I said it in another reading, almost like a rags to riches thing, right? Like we could all be like rich, right? But there's a difference between richness and wealth. There's a difference between living the high life and then living in complete luxury, right? There's a huge gap in between that. And so I feel like maybe you were questioning your ability to fit into that. But Spirit says it's going to be fun. And you're strong and you're capable. And there's nothing to worry about. Yeah. So this is your reading. I hope everyone's been doing okay. Please like, share, subscribe, comment down below if you so feel like it. And yeah, you can join the garden. And the garden is where you can play and you can cultivate and you can heal and you can plant the seeds of your dreams the way that you want. Okay? Peace. God bless.